I think that they're going to be thrilled to see a gallery in the Lehigh Valley that is commensurate with a gallery that's in Manhattan. We are basically strictly fine art and photography. That's all we do. Well, tonight is basically a reception, basically consisting of 4 artists. We have Dana Van Horn, who teaches at the Baum School. We have Kurt Moyer, who is an artist that just recently moved to this area. He's now living in Bethlehem. Sherry Cammey is she's just a master of figurative pieces. And Amy, who does these abstract pieces that she invented. We have Kurt Moyer, who is an oil painter who does beautiful landscapes and beautiful pieces that are wonderful scenes.
I try the best I can to incorporate my life and my life experiences in with my paintings, so that there's no line between the artwork life and the living life, and so that way I can kind of work these experiences into the painting process. And often, as much as I can, to keep that linked together, I paint from life. So I'm going outside, or I'm painting from still lifes, or at second best it's from memory. You'll notice small paintings in the exhibition that are done on site, so in plein air, and they're often completed in one sitting, just trying to get maintain that freshness of the experience.
Just a very, very dreamy, lush landscapes.
I really love figures, and I love the nude, and I love swimming, and I love nature, and I love landscape painting. And so there's this long tradition of painting nudes in nature, bather paintings is what I call them. Everybody else calls them too, but it just seemed this logical route for my work to go, and it's something that I can focus on, and I feel really at home with, and I can relate to, and I hope other people can too. That experience of swimming in a forest pool or something, literally, exactly, never happened, but potentially it's there, and some, everybody has some experience that they can bring to the work and relate personally to it, and that's important to me.
And then we have Amy Kuffenberg, who basically is an abstract artist, who is actually, she's an electrician, and she's a graduate of Pratt Institute, and she's working on the Soprano series right now as an electrician, the final year. And Amy, who does these abstract pieces that she invented, which consists of arc welding on waxed paper. Very, very abstract pieces. They're beautiful. Dana Van Horn, who is a professor at the Baum School, and his works are just exquisite.
Most of my subject matter is about either where I live or who I know. I tend to paint paintings about, friends of mine. Sometimes there's a theme involved, but I pretty much paint what I know or experience from day to day. And some of the subject matter is kind of mundane, but I still find a lot of beauty in it, and so that's why I paint what I do.
A wonderful watercolorist and an oil painter does these wonderful scenes.
Like this one here, that's like in my neighborhood where I live now, and what sort of struck me about the neighborhood is there's a lot of small sort of tract homes, and they've all turned their garages into a living space, so they park their cars in the driveway. And so the houses are similar, but the cars are always different. And I sort of like that idea of variation on a theme. My thing is, scenes of 78, with trucks on it, or, my neighborhood or people I know. I don't like to really sort of dictate or shape the way someone looks at my work. I figure I do it, and, however they react to it is how they react. I don't want it colored by anything I say, because it's a visual. Art is visual communication. So I just, I hope they relate to it or find something that's, somewhat interesting.
And the final artist is Sherry Cammey, who's a professor at the School of Visual Arts as well as the Art Students League in Manhattan. And her work is just exquisite. Beautiful figurative pieces. These paintings are all for sale, and we have shows every 6 weeks. I think that it's just a wonderful place for people to come and visit and support the artists in the Lehigh Valley.